Welcome to.
You're listening to the Wrestling Takeover.
What is your name?
With your host, Jordan Turner, who's always gonna keep it real.
Come on, King.
Inside and outside the ring.
Let me make myself clear.
He's got the fans behind him, King.
It's time to take over, King.
Are you ready?
He's all fired up now, King. The takeover.
Let's go.
So before we kick things off on today's podcast, I want to give you guys some motivation from John Cena. Today's topic is going to be around John Cena. I am going to be ranking my favorite John Cena matches of all time, like ever. And I've been, going back and forth. When you do something of a ranking and you really want to put your best foot forward, you want to put, the best, list that you possibly can. At the end of the day, this is my list. I know people are going to have different views and opinions on it, and that's fine. Everyone's entitled to feel how they feel about it. But people put a list out, and it's very subjective. And John Cena have had great matches over the years. I feel like John Cena has gotten better in the ring over the years, and he does have classic matches. And today I'm going to give you that. I'm going to give you a ranking of my favorite John Cena matches of all time, ranked. All right. But before we get into the rankings, I'm going to also come up with some honorable mentions. I'm going to come up with some honorable mentions of matches that did not make the list for me. But before we do all of that, before we get right into all of that sort of stuff on the Wrestling Takeover podcast, I want to give y'all some motivation, man. Like I told y'all, if you guys listen out there, I do want to bring more motivational, quotes, sayings from people, quotes that I see, just to help others out there, who are trying to create something. If it's a podcast or a show or something, and you're trying to create something, I want to bring some motivation to you guys into your life. And John Cena is one of the best at it. And I'm going to give you guys, or you guys are going to be listening to a great, a motivational speech from John Cena himself. So we're going to play it on TikTok. All right. Before we get right into today's great but controversial list of John Cena's best matches of all time.
Hey, everybody out there. Wow, this has been fun. And here we are sharing a moment together. Hopefully a moment of motivation, purpose, growth. I guess if I would have to bestow some advice, take it if you want it. If not, it's just advice. I would say never give up. And that widens out to whatever lens you want to put it in. I think as long as we are breathing, we have a chance. We are all eventually going to get to the finish line. So, I don't know, if you just attack every day with persistence and effort and, follow your excitement and enthusiasm and never give up, especially through those hard times, because I'm not going to act like it's all roses and candy canes. There'll be a bunch of hard times. Just do your best, try to do the best you can, and never give up.
Yeah. I mean, better than anybody. John Cena always breaking it down. John Cena always shining light. And John Cena's retirement is drawing near. John Cena is definitely one of the greatest of all time. That's undisputed. All right. But I want to thank everybody for joining me. I'm Jordan Turner, and this is the Wrestling Takeover podcast, the most creative and honest podcast in the wrestling community, man. In the wrestling community. But we got to keep it real. All right. We always got to keep it real with our views, our opinions, right? But let's keep it respectful at the same time. Let's keep it real, all right? But let's keep it respectful at the same time, man. Thank you, everybody who is out there listening to this and supporting the Wrestling Takeover podcast. Thank y'all so much. Spread the word of the Wrestling Takeover podcast. Word of mouth does go a long way. Subscribe to the YouTube channel, youtube.com/JT Takeover, and subscribe on Apple Podcast, Spotify, or wherever you get your audio content. I appreciate everybody, man. Let's get into the John Cena matches from WWE all time. My top 15 greatest John Cena matches of all time. I have them ranked from 1 to 15, but we are going to go with some honorable mentions first. Like I said previously, we know John Cena has had classic matches. We know that John Cena, can really have a great performance. But I feel like it's got to be with someone particular, someone specific, as other people would say. There's a couple matches here that I feel get, I'd say, underneath the rug. Not a lot of people really bring these matches up when it comes to John Cena. Some of them are actually in my top 15 that, people don't give credit to John Cena and what he's brought to the table. But these are some honorable mentions that did not crack the top 15. But let's not discount that these matches that I have here are definitely some of John Cena's best matches over the years throughout his career. We're going to start with recently John Cena versus Logan Paul from Crown Jewel. I personally feel this is one of the best John Cena matches of all time. I really do. Not in the top 15, but a match that I feel is going to be underrated, I feel like, and not really appreciated. Him and Logan Paul, they danced, they did their thing. And when it comes to matches of the year and, some of the best matches this year in pro wrestling, we haven't really seen a lot of them, but when we see them, we got to respect it. When we see them, we got to appreciate them. John Cena and Logan Paul this year definitely had one of the most, exciting matches of the year, and one of the matches this year that I feel like a lot of people aren't really going to give the flowers to regarding this match. But John Cena and Logan Paul is in the honorable mentions. I'm also going to go with John Cena versus Edge versus Triple H from Backlash 2006. This was after WrestleMania 22 with Triple H, and that's when Edge got involved. I really did like this match. The triple threat, between Cena, Edge, and Triple H was a really, really good match. A lot of matches from John Cena. There's a lot of triple threats. There's a couple fatal four-ways in there. But one-on-one matches, he's always had good matches with Triple H, always had good matches with Edge, and you bring all these three together, they're going to have a banger. They're going to have a banger, and they did that at Backlash. John Cena versus Rob Van Dam at One Night Stand, ECW, One Night Stand. One of, perhaps to me, one of the greatest crowd, environments in WWE history. Me personally. The crowd was just electric. I remember watching that live. It was breathtaking, man. Like, these people did not want John Cena to win. And when he did not, because of Edge, the crowd went crazy. Shout out to Rob Van Dam, one of my all-time childhood favorites for sure, is Rob Van Dam. And him and Cena had a great match at One Night Stand. Another honorable mention, John Cena versus Randy Orton. Now, Randy Orton and John Cena, in terms of one-on-one matches, did not crack the top 15 for me. I'm not saying they had a bad, match at all. But it's that we've seen it so many times that, over the years, it really wasn't that exciting. This is just me personally, from my point of view. Their best match to me was the breaking point match between both Cena and Randy Orton when they had the I Quit match. That, to me, was the best Randy Orton and John Cena match they've had. Next up, John Cena versus Kevin Owens from Elimination Chamber. I did not want to forget to bring this up as an honorable mention. John Cena, and this is where John Cena sort of had a career resurgence, I would say, in terms of in the ring, telling great stories, and specifically just having great matches. Him and Kevin Owens killed it. Him and Kevin Owens do have great chemistry. I remember watching that match and him bringing out a Hurricane Rana and a springboard DDT, and I'm like, yo, this nigga doing a springboard DDT, and this nigga is doing a Hurricane Rana. That's not John Cena, but he wanted to match the energy with Kevin Owens, who's one of the best in the world. No doubt about it. Shout out to Kevin Owens. Next up, Batista versus John Cena from SummerSlam. Now, this one happened in 2008. This is where John Cena got injured, and this is where John Cena was out. Batista and John Cena had that bitter rivalry. They were tag team partners, tag team champions. And then they were like, you know what? Who's the big dog? Who's the better man? You know, Batista won that night because John Cena got hurt, you know, during the match. During that, that was the, he was going to do a leg drop from the top rope, and Batista caught him, and John Cena landed right on his tailbone, right on his back, and messed it up severely. I remember that vividly. But their match at SummerSlam was really, really good. Now, the last honorable mention is it's John Cena versus Batista again, but this time it's at WrestleMania 26. I really loved their match at WrestleMania 26. Now, me personally, I don't think WrestleMania 26 was all that great, but looking back at, you know, WrestleMania 26, the John Cena and Dave Batista match, you know, it was definitely, I would say, one of the highlights of, you know, WrestleMania 26. Not counting the Money in the Bank match, not counting, obviously, the main event with, you know, Shawn Michaels and Undertaker. But, you know, John Cena Batista at 26 was really, really entertaining. And those are my honorable mentions. Those are the ones that did not crack the top 15. This top 15 is going to be extremely controversial. I already know it. I already know people are going to be like, wait, what about this match? Wait, why is this match on the list? What about this other match? At the end of the day, I'm going to keep it short. I'm going to keep it sweet. And I'm going to keep it simple. This is my list. I feel however I feel with this list. I think I did this list justice. This is a great list that I'm looking at right now. And these are some of the best, or not some, these are the best John Cena matches in his entire career. Throughout his whole career, I came down to 15, and these to me are the best John Cena matches of all time. If you want to argue with somebody else, God bless you. Be my guest. But at the end of the day, this is my list. I'm going to feel how I feel, and I'm not changing my mind on this list. Instead of going from number 1 to 15, we're obviously going to go to number 15 and build up to, you know, the number 1 spot, the top 5 list, top 10 list. All right. So coming in at number 15, this is at the bottom, but that does not mean this match was not good. Now, I have John Cena versus Roman Reigns from SummerSlam. Now, I know people are probably thinking, yo, why is this match here? What was it? You know, why was it so special to you? Why did you like it so much? The storytelling of Roman Reigns commentating during the match, the storytelling of John Cena was really great. The atmosphere, the vibe, the electricity, Brock Lesnar returning, you know, Paul Heyman looking crazy. The whole vibe of that match, me personally, was really, really good. And this match most definitely gets, you know, underneath the rug when it comes to some of the best, you know, John Cena matches in WWE history. So number 15, John Cena, Roman Reigns, WWE SummerSlam, number 15. Number 14 is going to get a lot of, debate. It's going to get a lot of buzz. Like I said, I really crafted this list. Like I really sat down and I was really thinking of every match that John Cena was a part of. What's my top 15? Where are these going to rank? Forget the, all right, putting the matches, the 15 matches together. That's easy. I can name 15. That's easy. That's light. The problem was ranking these matches. At number 14, I'm going with John Cena versus Triple H from WrestleMania 22. Why does this match get a lot of hate? Why does this match not get the love it deserves? I personally, just from me to you, I genuinely think this was a good match. The crowd, the vibe, the sledgehammer at the end. Triple H doing whatever he needed to do, whatever he needed to beat this man, and he failed. He failed. This match, and they were in Chicago. They were in Chicago. They blew the roof off the joint. John Cena getting boos. John Cena getting cheers. This was a great match, a great atmosphere, and definitely a John Cena match that needs to be given a lot of more appreciation for. This was a really great match between Triple H and John Cena. This was a time where John Cena, the 22 and 23, there was pressure on this man. I'm going to say that. There was pressure on this man, John Cena, to really deliver inside that ring. Is he really that good? I know Triple H was skeptical. I know Shawn Michaels was skeptical. How do I know? There was documentaries about that. Triple H even said it himself. Shawn Michaels even said it. If you can't have a match, if you can't have a good match with Triple H, and if you certainly can't have a good match with Shawn Michaels, you are the problem. And John Cena, me personally, he passed the test with flying colors. Great match with Triple H. Even better match with Shawn Michaels. And yes, that match is on my list. No doubt. The 23 match with Shawn Michaels and John Cena, where is it? You'll have to wait and see. But both of those matches from Cena, incredible. Number 13, John Cena versus The Rock from WrestleMania 28. The vibe, the atmosphere, this was better than their 29 match. I'm going to say that right now. This match was better than their 29 match. It was everything. The storytelling, the vibe, the aura, the commentary. It was crazy. It was a real, big fight feel. You know what I mean? And I think both guys did an amazing job. The story was great. Shout out to John Cena and shout out to The Rock for really putting on a legendary match that we're never going to forget. Coming in at number 12, John Cena versus Seth Rollins versus Brock Lesnar from Royal Rumble. This was incredible. It really showcased that Brock Lesnar is a straight killer. A killer. Seth Rollins, high flyer, aerial moves, right? Willing to do anything, willing to risk his whole body. John Cena being Superman. Can he, battle it against the Beast? Can he battle it against, Seth Rollins to really bring the title home? They both failed, and Brock Lesnar retained. This is definitely one of the best triple threat matches in WWE history. No question. Number 11. This one. Number 11, man. I really, really love this match. Like, I genuinely love this match. John Cena versus Shawn Michaels versus Randy Orton versus Edge from WWE Backlash. If y'all niggas don't know, This match from 07 was killer. This was epic as fuck. This match was great from start to finish. Finishers being done at the end. I mean, it was crazy. This match was fun. This match was exciting. And all four of these men killed it. Shout out to, Orton. Shout out to Edge. Shout out to Michaels. Shout out to Cena for this match. This was a fun Fatal 4-Way match. And this was the time where the Superman run of John Cena was definitely in full effect. Number 10, we are going into the top 10 now. Coming in at number 10, I told y'all, Where's Shawn Michaels versus John Cena from 23? It's right here. Coming in at number 10, John Cena versus Shawn Michaels, WrestleMania 23. I mean, like I said, he passed the test with Triple H. But that's Triple H, though. That's Triple H. This is Shawn Michaels. Me personally, the greatest in-ring performer in WWE history. Undisputed, no doubt about it. Never changing my mind on that, respectfully. Right? Can he really wrestle with Shawn Michaels? Can he really tell a great story with Shawn Michaels? I don't understand the constant debate with this match with John Cena. This match was incredible. Told a great story. Shawn Michaels, like Triple H, doing everything he can to beat John Cena. To beat him. And he couldn't do it. Hitting the referee. Doing a moonsault on the announce table. Doing the moonsault outside the ring. I mean, Shawn Michaels was doing everything that he possibly can to, win this match. And he failed. He didn't win the match. He lost to John Cena. And I really feel like it was a great endorsement. And it really just set off like, is John Cena really good? Is John Cena really that good? Now, for me personally, their second match, which is definitely very high on this list, their second match was better than their first, but that does not mean that their 23 match was not good, because it definitely was. And if this match is not somewhat high on your list of John Cena matches, to each their own, but respectfully, you tripping. So, coming in at number 9, we got John Cena versus Umaga from WWE Royal Rumble, man. This last man standing match is one of the greatest last man standing matches of all time. One of the greatest last man standing matches of all time, bro. Period. Like, straight up. This match was fun. This match was exciting. RIP to Umaga, man. Rest in power. This match was incredible. So shout out to John Cena and shout out to Umaga for giving us one of the best last man standing matches of all time. Coming in at number 8. This one's going to be controversial. I know that for sure. Coming in at number 8, man, I got John Cena versus CM Punk from Monday Night Raw, bro. Yep. I got that one from Monday Night Raw, number 8. I know that's low. That's probably real high on people's list when it comes to John Cena matches, but for me, there's 7 other matches that I genuinely loved more than the match with Punk. Him and Punk have tremendous chemistry. John Cena's rivalry with CM Punk is one of my personal favorite rivalries involving John Cena's career. Definitely one of the best feuds of John Cena's career is his with CM Punk. But that's number 8. Number 7. I love that this match in particular is very high on people's list of John Cena matches because it deserves to be. Over the years, I feel this match has kind of fallen down a little bit because of the other John Cena matches throughout his career. But let's not lose sight of this one. All right, this one's one of the best, greatest gems of John Cena matches. His match with JBL at Judgment Day. I mean, talk about a bloodbath, bro. Talk about a bloodbath. This match was great. This match was exciting. And I really enjoyed the blood that we got here. It was appropriate. It was a last man standing match. We needed that color. And that's what we got. And JBL did another amazing job by putting over John Cena. So shout out to JBL for that. Coming in at number 6, we're getting right into almost the top 5, y'all. Just missing by a hair the top 5. And this one might be in other people's top 5, but it barely missed out for me. John Cena versus Edge at WWE Unforgiven. This was the TLC match. I mean, this one's one of the most underrated TLC matches in WWE history. They were in Toronto. They were in Edge's hometown, home country. And John Cena said, yeah, nah, nigga. I'm getting my title back, bro. I'm getting my title back. And that's exactly what he did. I loved how the fans were kind of cheering for him after that, when he won. This match was brutal. Lita got involved. It was lit. I loved it. Everything about this was really, really entertaining. So shout out to Edge and Cena for putting on a masterclass TLC match at Unforgiven. All right. Listen, man. Listen, we get into the nitty-gritty. We get into the top 5, man. Hopefully everybody has been enjoying this list. Like I said, appreciate everybody. Please spread the word of the Wrestling Takeover podcast. Go into your search engines on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Google Play, YouTube. Type in the Wrestling Takeover podcast and press that subscribe button, man. I would really appreciate it. Also, comment as well in the comment section on YouTube. Really appreciate it, man. And also spread the word of the Wrestling Takeover podcast, because word of mouth does go a long way within this community, man. I know a lot of people have podcasts and stuff, but listen, we keep it real. We keep it real. We keep it respectful. And this is the most creative wrestling podcast in the space, man. I appreciate y'all. Now, top 5. We got John Cena versus AJ Styles. We got John Cena versus AJ Styles from WWE SummerSlam. Listen, you got the Royal Rumble. You got SummerSlam. Which one was better? It wasn't the SummerSlam match. Say that. But this match is definitely in the top 5. John Cena, AJ Styles, one of his best rivalries in WWE history. This match was incredible. The series of matches that these gentlemen had was tremendous. Shout out to both guys there, for real. Coming in at number 4, we got Cena versus Danielson. Bryan Danielson, a.k.a. Daniel Bryan, from WWE SummerSlam, coming in at number 4. Everything set it up, man. John Cena is now somebody that didn't believe in Daniel Bryan. He believed him, but he didn't believe him at the same time. And Daniel Bryan had to prove himself. So he went in there, he thugged it out, he did his thing, and he earned the respect of John Cena. And he was a better man at the end of the day, because he won the title just to automatically lose it to Randy Orton. I laughed my ass off. One of the craziest endings to SummerSlam and also just WWE in general. Coming in at number 3, man, the best match in the series of AJ Styles and John Cena was no doubt, no hesitation for me. It was their match at Royal Rumble. This is one of the best singles matches in Royal Rumble history, no doubt. And this is definitely one of the best John Cena matches of all time. This is coming in at number 3. Number 2 and number 1 is going to be so controversial. Listen. At the end of the day, this is my list. This is how I feel, okay? 1 and 2, I kept going back and forth on, man. I kept going back and forth. At the end of the day, number 2, I landed on John Cena versus CM Punk from WWE Money in the Bank. Yeah, I think that is a perfect spot for number 2. I do. I know a lot of people are going to have that in a number 1. That's cool. That's fine. But for me, it's a number 2. What's number 1, you ask? Come on, man. One of the greatest Raw, matches in company history. And it happened in 2007. It's a long time. John Cena versus Shawn Michaels, Part 2, on Monday Night Raw in the UK in 2007. This was a banger. This was a banger, bro. This hit. You understand? This hit, bro. This was fire. This was better than their first match at WrestleMania 23. No doubt about it. No doubt about it. So, this is the list for the last time. We got John Cena, Shawn Michaels on Raw 07, number 1 spot. Number 2, CM Punk versus John Cena for Money in the Bank. Number 3, John Cena versus AJ Styles from Royal Rumble. Number 4, John Cena versus Bryan Danielson, WWE SummerSlam. Number 5, John Cena versus AJ Styles at SummerSlam. Number 6, John Cena versus Edge at WWE Unforgiven. Number 7, John Cena versus JBL at WWE Judgment Day. Number 8, John Cena versus CM Punk on WWE Monday Night Raw. Number 9, John Cena versus Umaga at WWE Royal Rumble. And number 10, John Cena versus HBK at WrestleMania 23. That's the top 10. From 11 to 15, John Cena versus HBK versus Randy Orton versus Edge at WWE Backlash. Number 12, John Cena versus Seth Rollins versus Brock Lesnar at WWE Royal Rumble. Number 13, John Cena versus The Rock at WrestleMania 28. Number 14, John Cena versus Triple H at WrestleMania 22. And number 15, John Cena versus Roman Reigns from WWE SummerSlam. I mean, you can't get any better than that top 15, bro. You can't get any better than that top 15. Now, where I rank them, that's up for debate. But these 15 matches, I personally feel half of these matches, if you're ranking John Cena matches of all time, half of these should be on this list. But I appreciate everybody tapping in, man. Thank you for the continued support of the Wrestling Takeover podcast. I know I've been away for a cool minute. Things have been happening. Things have been moving. But I'm going to get back into the swing of things from the consistent content. Y'all can look out for another brand new video. It is still going to be the state of the WWE, but it's also going to be talking about, the current state of the WWE and its product, man, and why I'm just not that interested in what's going on with the WWE product. I'm going to be breaking that down. I'm either going to be putting that thing out tomorrow or later in the week, but you guys can look forward to another video upcoming this week only on the Wrestling Takeover podcast, the most creative and honest podcast in the space. Y'all know what it is. Y'all know the vibes, bro. We keep it real. We keep it respectful. 24/7, 365 days a year right here on the podcast. I appreciate y'all. Appreciate y'all kicking it with me, man. I'm signing off. I'll see y'all for another upcoming video.